The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast. He do got the answers. Kanye did say he got the answers.
Sway hard.
Well, like 2 years ago, Kanye was in now Sway did have the answer. That's the funniest shit ever. I mean, that might be his biggest flex. That got to be on his tombstone. Sway did have the answers.
Did have the answer.
Which also be another win for Ye. That'd be crazy.
Speaking of, I bought another pair of pods.
They still up?
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna have to go check. I need some.
All that shit is still up.
Listen,
I was on there this weekend.
I don't get paid till the end of the month, so shit, I'm down bad right now. I tried to pay for parking. That motherfucker said, "Your card is." I'm like, "Ooh." I said,
Dang,
"You motherfucker."
How many bills you got? A lot.
I don't even get me started. We need sponsors. If there's any old ladies out there.
Oh man. Which one of y'all?
Which one of y'all?
Oh damn. It's gonna change.
So it's okay. Yeah. We getting in the clear. I'm getting in the clear real soon. Oh, let me make an announcement. This is not a beer. Well, I guess it is. It's a root beer, but
is it sponsored?
No, that's why I just don't want nobody to think I'm drinking.
Oh.
I don't drink.
I was about to say you ain't bringing none for the team.
No,
that sounds good. Now I gotta stop and get a root
beer. It's my thing, man. Shout out. I do like a lot of the local root beers too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I be drinking root beers. Be a connoisseur of root beer. That's some lame.
Is there a root beer brewery?
I don't know, but because I think Jones is local.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's a couple others. I forgot the names of them, but I like trying the different ones.
I feel you.
You know,
the only place I find like specialty drinks like that is at Hollywood Candy.
Oh, yep.
They be having some fire, man. Whew, love that place.
And the bodega over in Benson.
Oh,
psychedelic bodega. Have you been in there yet?
I've seen it. No, I thought you was talking about the Godega in the Old Market.
No, the one right there on like 60th and
yeah.
But yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. They got all the candy. Shout out to the homie. I forgot the owner. I think his name is Lee.
Oh, okay.
He got an interesting ass story, but yeah, they got all the old school candy. Like I go in that bitch and buy Boston baked beans.
My mom love them things.
I asked him. I said, "Hey man, you got any peanut patties?" He was like, "No, I don't."
Not
so he got in the computer. He's like, "Just ordered." So he ordered me some peanut. Hell yeah!
My homegirl is from my best friend. She from Oak Cliff, Dallas, and when we was in LA, her mom visit every month. Her mom in the kitchen. And she just piecing off of something, eating it. And I was like, Ladybug, is that a peanut patty? She was like, what you know about these, dude? I FaceTime my mom and my grandparents. I think she shipped them a whole box.
That's funny.
Omaha, yeah.
Was she the lady that would like take them and sell them at church?
She probably was.
That was my grandma. So she be mad because we stealing them. We messing up her money. Who told you to go on my... Right, my bad. I just want a peanut patty.
Man, them things is sugary, but...
Man.
They so good.
Yeah.
Especially the big ones.
Yeah, the lighter color the candy, the sweeter they are. So I try to get a little darker. Yeah. They have just a little bit less sugar.
Red. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Listen, don't play with me. My teeth will tell you. I fuck with the candy. Unfortunately. Man, oh man. It's good to be back, man.
Yay.
Welcome to the Streets A&R Podcast. It's your host, Ejike with it.
Shit, I'm in the middle of a yawn. It's your girl, CLB. Woo, it's getting serious.
Baby, whooping up in there.
Tired. Mm-hmm.
Cooking up, man. I'm glad to be back in the building, man. Had a pretty good weekend, man. Just shout out to the homie Toot, man.
Oh, his performance. Yes. Woo, too.
Yes, sir. Good job, too. Glad to be back in the field, man.
I seen he had like a whole performance going on with the dancers, with the poles.
He flew the dancers in from Dallas.
I remember him saying that, and I said, okay.
I seen nice. I wasn't even prepared, but I seen an ample amount of ass. It's like, all right, nice ass. I'm like, that's cool.
What he had like 4 dancers or 3?
He had 2 dancers. Then he had like these kind of like Cirque du Soleil truckers in there.
That's where the pole came from?
Yeah, the poles were for them. So he had 2 girls, actually about 3 girls for the poles, 3 or 4. Had a dude in there just spinning. He would probably spin fire if we were outdoor, but he had lights on the end of the pole. He was just spinning and twirling that thing. I was like, yeah, he was tripping. He was wild. It was wild.
I was at a circus. I feel it.
Man, it was good, man. It was good.
That's beautiful.
But yeah, man. Oh, man. So much. Not so much this time. We got through a lot last time. I don't want to do that again. We had way too much time off.
But it was like...
It was too much.
It was good information.
It was big weekend month. You know, February is big weekend month. Just everything from Grammys, Super Bowl, NBA All-Stars. Yep. I feel like it was another award. So it's just back to back to back to back stuff. So
can you believe we about to enter March?
Yeah, the year over with. If you plan events, your year is over.
It's over. It's literally over. But y'all tight if y'all could tell me what happens March 1st.
I know. What color is my lips? They not.
Oh, you talking about 420?
No, I don't smoke either.
Oh.
I was talking about
the episode of BMF come out on Friday.
Man, I ain't watching that nigger shit. I was like, what?
That's my show. I can't wait.
I was talking about Schoolboy Q with Blue Lips coming out.
Oh yeah, that's
I was like, BMF.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna make that show.
He is. Him and Ellie going.
I'm really happy for y'all. I would love to be there. I literally almost hit purchase on those tickets when they were first released, and it amounted to like $800 for 2, right? After Ticketmaster fees. And then I got baby news, and I said, okay, I gotta pull back. Let's see what this year brings.
Right.
But damn, that's beautiful. But Cole is going off. I already know he about to drop a project.
What you need to do is hit them up and just to see, Anthony, if you can get some type of media pass. Sometimes you never know.
I got the link for you for Live Nation. It's a Salesforce link. You could submit yourself for a press pass, photo pass.
Yeah, stop playing, man. I'm trying to.
Hold on, let me.
She really do this, dog. Do you not know who you talking to?
No.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, man. We're going to get Anthony hooked up, man. After he made me miss my girlfriend. Couldn't believe this nigga, man. Didn't get to see her. But it's all good, man. A lot of things happen. I seen Joy Fest make their announcement. So shout out Juneteenth Joy Fest. Getting to it, man. Another year. I'm excited to see what they got cooking. And this is the first time I actually don't know. But
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
My first year was last year going, but I loved the setup. I think I loved the fact that we were like we were just in an area like gathering and just vibing in an area that normally don't have positivity like that.
Right.
Like on the block for real. That shit was hard.
Yeah, I'm glad. I think it's gonna be in the street this time. So
okay.
So I'm gonna make it happen on the deuce.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Woo. Trying to wake up, make sure I'm alive in here.
I had to get Ant that link. I didn't want to forget.
Yep. So what we got on the docket today? What was I saying we was gonna talk about? Oh man, so we never got to what happened early in February when me, Young God, Elliot, and the organizer of the Juneteenth Joy Fest had to make a trip. We made us a trip all the way back out to LA, man.
Los Angeles.
Good old LA. It rained on us too. That was some bullshit.
It's still raining.
It's still raining? Well, they need it, so they better stop complaining. They be going through them droughts, so they need to go on and soak it in.
The last few years, it's been a lot of rain.
Yeah. That's good. It's good for the earth. It's been resetting itself, so it's all good. But we got out there outside of some bad shit, like us waiting 2.5 hours for valet.
What venue were y'all at?
I don't even remember, but they kind of lost a few of our tickets and cars.
No.
And so I'm like, I'm not sure if our car's still here. And it was a few people. It wasn't just us. It was a few. Like, we just out here watching everybody else's car.
Some shit was going on behind the scenes.
They was tripping. But we did end up getting the car that night. We missed Dave Chappelle again at Pollstar. By the way, we were at the Pollstar Live, the big music business conference and awards. So we were there again this year. It's our second time going, soaking up game. Trying to bring back game to the city, to the area, to the region, man. Always fruitful. But it was funny because this trip was a little bit different on why it was fruitful. Last year, I think probably just because being so damn green and naive and new, we were just really entrenched in the sessions and what are they talking about and really soaking it up. And this year, we kind of went with a different mindset of, we really here to get some specific information, and we hope that the sessions can give us that. Yeah. And a lot of the sessions were not on the same page as what we were there for. Reason being, though, no fault to theirs, Pollstar is like the highest of levels of music business.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You're talking the international tours. You're talking the mega venues. You're talking Steve Ballmer, the Clippers owner, coming there to talk about his building that he's building for the Clippers, but the Clippers won't be the first tenants in the building. It's going to be concerts first. We're talking gotta go to Manchester. I just want to go to Manchester. They got a brand new arena. That shit, the walk to the arena is fire.
Oh, I love it.
They did some landscaping and some things to make the walk from the train station about a mile out. Okay. Very interactive, so the people coming have an actual experience on the way to the thing. Hard. I want to go just to go ride the train and go. I ain't gonna lie to you. So seeing stuff like that. But in Omaha and the surrounding region, we ain't on that level. And there's very, 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 very little talk for the smaller venues or the first-time promoters and talent buyers or anything of that nature, right? This is people who've been established. They doing their damn thing. That's my first observation. My second one was the old people, the old brass people.
I didn't know what you
No, I don't know if you do. They don't give a damn about what nobody got to say. They gonna tell you what's really up, right? They gonna spit whatever game, but everybody else, they were kind of tight-lipped a little bit. And that was like, and even the people I was with were like, what's going on? Why ain't that? I said, y'all got to think about this. Everybody in here is in competition with each other. Why would they give up their actual secret sauce and how they do business, especially in the nuts and bolts of their business?
Right.
How they do their analytics, how they do this. There's no way they're going to give that up. And as soon as I said that, it changed how he was looking at how people were presenting. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, this is a tough place to be, to really, truly try to learn if you're a first timer not in the business already. Right. It's a tough place to be. Yeah. You're not going to get what you think you're going to get. It's going to be kind of like, wait, but I still don't understand how to, you're going to have to talk to them directly. And guess who the people were that we got to talk to directly the most? Who? Niggas. Crazy.
It never fails.
The 6 of us going around saying, I was looking for the black people. But shout out to the people, man. I'm talking, we met a dude first day, probably first hour, and he was around us. He found us every lunch, every meal in between, and he gave us so much game on the first day. I said, bro, we can leave. He was dropping gems. He's out of DC. He's a production manager, and he was a big timer. He really do that. He an asshole to the nth degree, but he gonna get his stuff done.
That's
they know
the best way to be in that realm. You gotta be.
Yeah, him, and then we met the only female ever to be named Juan.
Oh yes, you did bring her up.
She doing so many dope events. But she was out there spitting game, and I ain't gonna lie to you, she was the little loose. I'm like, how many times you gonna touch my shoulder, auntie? Like, yeah,
now
I know
you was in Los Angeles, California when after business is over. Right. Come to the back.
I always like some
candy.
That's one. That's 2. That's 3. I'm like,
yeah.
No.
But I think it's good that y'all went. Like you said, the first time y'all went with a green mindset. And then you went with a different perspective this time. And the more you continue to go and accumulate knowledge around that industry, like you're going to realize you don't need to be there unless you need to be there.
Right. Very much so. And it's kind of one of those places where the more they see you, the more they get curious as to, okay, who are they? Why we seeing them again? Because of course you're seeing some of the same people, but they're gonna start to be like, okay, who are y'all? Y'all keep y'all still coming. What y'all really doing?
Yeah,
and you start to then make those connections and get entrenched with some of these people, and even just getting game on. When you're talking to people how you do better as a promoter, he's like literally manager for one of these big artists that's gonna end up getting here. Not a black person, but we're gonna get him, and that's gonna be a jump starter in this bad boy. I promise you. His manager was like, he said, y'all need to talk to the venues, talk directly to the venues, and talk to the promoters of the people who putting on the events. He said one thing the promoters and venues do is talk to each other.
Oh yeah.
He's like, so make sure and get all of them in your area. He said, even if they're in your city, won't talk to you. He said, go down in the area, y'all over there. So go into Kansas, go towards Denver, and just start seeing the places that are about the same size or places y'all are trying to book and see how they're conducting business. Because y'all not in competition with them.
Right.
There is none there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all would actually be good at working together to try to get people to route through.
And that is the key. The promoters of the venues. Of the venues. Not the outside promoters.
Many of them, I'll say this, many people have a promoter that they work exclusively with. So if they don't own the venue, they work directly with them. So like in LA, one of the biggest ones I saw that was, I think did both the shows that we went to in two different venues was Golden Voice.
Yep.
You know, I'm like, oh shit.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all just own all the under 4,000 people spots. I'm like, what the hell is going on? But they put on two of the shows that we went to. So it was interesting this year. Like the sessions did far less than what the one-on-one conversations did for us this year. Those were the golden moments, the golden nuggets drop on a major scale.
Yeah.
And even just hearing the backstories of how some of these folks either got started and what they did. Like I was telling the one girl, young lady, she was out of Chicago. She said her first ever event to put on was when Kanye West did the school competition to see which school can bring up their grades the highest.
Yeah.
He would throw a concert. That was her putting that on. Tight. That was her very first show. She said, and from then on, it's been just referrals. And she dropped so much game. Oh, my goodness. It was funny.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep. No, it's always about who you network with, because at the end of the day, those conferences, that's tailored education. They only gonna give you what they want you to get. Like, give me the money.
Yeah.
And then come, and then however you can make it whatever experience you want. But I'm only give you.
We just give you. This is what we doing. Any questions? Yeah, we got plenty. All right, that's good. That's cool. It was hella times they stop people from talking on stage. Shut up. No. All right. I'm like, damn, we want to hear the juice. But they be mad because they finna cut somebody else that's in the crowd or they company, you know, they rivals. So I'm like, whoa, you can tell they want to. They all got a little stink in them, but you know, it was outside the old heads. They don't give a shit, boy. They gonna let that shit fly. They don't care. They gonna say what's on their mind, how it's on their mind, what they did, who did what. I'm like, yeah, they like, we on our way out. We don't care.
Right.
This
they got their money. They got their bread. They straight.
They getting to it, man. But
no, that's what's up.
Yeah, but that brings me to back home while we went there. And I can't help but to tell the city that we in, the region that we're in, and cities alike, because there's plenty. Omaha, Nebraska. I'm letting y'all know now. We are getting skipped the hell over.
Once again.
continuously. And it was not this bad. It was not this bad, 5 years ago. It was not this bad when I first got here.
That's why I said once again.
Mm-hmm. We are literally, they say we're a flyover state. We are getting flown right over. If you don't believe me, open up your app, open up your Twitters, your Facebooks, your Instagrams, your bands in town. Open them up. Show me what concerts is coming through here.
Facts.
This is announcement season. For people who don't know music business, it's been the winter. They get moving really in April. So you do all your announcements late February and then March.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, for the tour season. We are getting skipped by everybody. Big, medium, little, it don't matter. We're getting skipped by everybody, especially in the urban space. Now I'm going to use urban because the industry use urban. But that means black folks.
Yes. And it's the market. Because they have no reason to do a deep dive into the demographics of whether or not we exist. They look at the population count. They look at who's been performing at the venues, who's been selling out. There you go. Perfect example. Of course we get Doja Cat and Ice Spice and Doechii. Why? Because 90% of Doja Cat's consumer fan base,
Little white girl.
Little white teenagers whose parents have a disposable income, which means there's going to be no problem selling that show out.
And buying all the merch.
Exactly.
That's why we get Lizzo. Mm-hmm. Because her demographic is here.
Exactly. That's why we keep getting Lil Wayne.
Right. Lil Wayne gonna forever come.
Listen.
This is a very nostalgic city across the board. Mm-hmm. Urban, suburban, we're nostalgic. Anybody old could probably come and rock here if they were popular.
Yeah.
Now, when you get to the urban space, we are a hood city. So unless you are gutter in your music and you black, you're not selling here. Right? And that's not me hating, because as a person, a DJ, as a consumer of music, as a lover of music, as a person who puts on shows and events, right, I also have that proof.
No, that's facts.
And we are a city of, hey, you gonna go? You gonna go? Hey, you know about you gonna go? Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go? Which means
we're last minute buyers.
Mm-hmm. No way of predicting the sales. No. Anybody that does an event in here, tell us if we're lying. You never know how many people come into your event until the actual event is about to start. Facts. If you think I'm lying, somebody ask anybody that does an event here.
Facts.
So we can't ever prove that it's a good sale to come here, because they outside of who's already been here.
Literally.
But that's the problem. We can't get new talent because we're basing it off of who's already been here, so nobody else knew who's coming.
And we want everyone to come, and I think that's where the struggle is emotionally and logically, right? Because emotionally, because we are music like connoisseurs, we want who we want, but at the same time, logically, we know that it's not gonna happen.
They aren't gonna sell, or they're at the very least they aren't gonna sell early enough.
Nope.
And that brings me to some solutions. You know me, I do not like to complain. And bitch, if I ain't got nothing to solve this, Omaha, we can solve this. We can start the road of solving this, because we've seen our small venues already close.
Yes.
And we've built and rebuilt venues now. And if we want to be in these spaces, we better do something about it. Omaha got something to tell y'all. Y'all not gonna like it, because this is not our temperament here. This is not our modus operandi. But Omaha, especially black Omaha, urban Omaha, you want these shows, we have to start first to support the artists that you do not know that people bring.
Yep.
When there is an event and there's a concert, we have to go. There's a reason behind that. These people are signed and are at least working with labels. And if we can show that we're willing to support and show up to shows, they will then, even if we don't get the ticket count early, but to go back and say, no, they actually showed up and showed out, music business is the word of mouth business still. They will start to send a little bigger artists and at least try it out if we are willing to try out the smaller artists. Omaha is a test market when it comes to consumerism in general. Guess what? We're going to have to be a test market when it comes to music.
Literally.
Why not be the breeding ground, almost like a chitlin circuit like we used to be, a breeding ground for, no, send them here. We'll let you know if they're good or not. Mm-hmm. Send them. We'll show up.
It just sucks because we don't, I don't feel like I'm using the right word, but our city lacks the confidence of creating and spearheading its own culture because we've been so used to adopting trends from other areas. We can't greenlight something ourselves unless it's greenlit
somewhere else. And and we got the talent though.
Oh my God. But then, don't let nobody from here blow up. Oh, hell yeah, man. I went to school, bro. I used to work her. Like, bro. Come on.
You knew she was hot then. We have the talent. And this is somebody who was not born and raised here.
Yeah, that's true.
We have the talent here. I promise you. What we don't have is the business. And that's a second gripe. That brings me to my second point. We have a horrendous reputation in the business in Omaha, especially urban Omaha. We have a bad reputation.
And a lot of that, unfortunately, I'm not making an excuse, but a lot of that attributes to the segregation of the city, the lack of, I'm not even going to say the lack of resources, the lack of motivation to tap into said resources.
Which also goes into on their side, the distribution of those resources. Like, we literally don't know we have one of the hot spots for a recording studio here that people fly in so they can not be bothered when they record.
Yep, just as equivalent as Kanye going to Wyoming to record a whole album.
We literally have I'm not even going to put them out there. There ain't no point. We literally have a studio where famous people fly in to record. Mm-hmm. We have some of the top audio engineers here.
Grammy award winning and nominated engineers
right
live here.
Right here. Dead ass that we know. And you wouldn't know it.
Yep.
They fly here. Jadena was here for a while.
People love it here.
Birdie told me, they said Kendrick had popped through here one time.
I'm not shocked.
And they kept that quiet. They said he pulled up.
Not shocked at all.
We don't know Boyz II Men recorded their Christmas album in Omaha. You get what I'm saying? Like, we got it.
Yep.
Now, the business side has screwed us a little, and we can't continue to operate how we've been operating. We've had mishaps at big people's concerts. We've had mishaps with promoters not doing proper business. I truly think we need some education on writing contracts.
Yep.
And I think we need to expand what we offer as a city, which is why our space exists in the first place.
Right. Facts.
You go to New York City and you got a tour, even though the video gonna drop a month later, you're gonna be on Breakfast Club, Shade 405, that might be Funkmaster Flex.
Yep.
Sway in the Morning.
Ebro.
And that might be one day you gotta run through everybody.
Facts.
You go to LA, you got Big Boy in the Morning.
LA Leakers.
You have stops. You have stops you have to do. The media is highly important in building a culture. Why else would they come? We have to treat artists like we want them to be here. See?
Right.
You have to make them welcome and say, hey, we so glad you're here. You should let everybody know you're here.
Facts.
Or that you came through.
Facts. 100%. 100%.
So even when we're writing these contracts, why are we not writing in the media piece that they have to sit down with a media outlet that serves your community?
Because first off, there's no contracts. 2, they don't even have a system set up for the itinerary of the day, right. Transportation, lodging. Mm-hmm. They don't have the basics. So media is not even a thought.
I don't even know something to know what an offer sheet is.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
or a writer.
A writer. And this is stuff I learned as I go. Because it ain't hard. They just ask for it. You're like, oh, all right, cool. Let me run my template. Here. That's right. What we offering. But you know what you got to bring. So I really, really think we just need a music business. I won't say course. We need some teachings, though.
Yes. Hence
why I'm bringing the homies from Nashville. Because they in a capital. That's BMI capital. They know what they doing.
But Nashville's hitting right now.
Yeah, they wilding. I'm trying to tell people. But even that, I'm like, yo, Nashville hitting. I got to connect. We going to get the other homies. The big homie coming. I think he one of the biggest out as far as artists. He's coming. And I'm going to announce that later.
Nashville, you know what I'm saying? Nashville is hitting. And I love Nashville because there's still historical aesthetic about that city. Mm. And they wrap the people that's from there, that's coming out of there, around their arms. Like, then you got people coming out of Memphis. Like, you got, it's just so many acts. But then you got, like, I remember during the pandemic, I can't tell you how many of my friends moved to Nashville.
Me too.
Like,
yeah,
that was going to music production school or who were working with Live Nation and was like, fuck you, Beverly Hills office. I'm about to go to Nashville. Like, or just simply talent. Like, up out of there. And they still in Nashville and they love it.
Yeah. I got people that move. I know people like one homegirl, she got a sister that's songwriter. She just out there learning how to write and writing hits right now. You would never know unless you can read in the credits. And it's just like, but they're breeding them. And Nashville, I truly believe, is a city that we could emulate in that way. Nobody knew artists, especially in the hip hop urban space in Nashville 5-6 years ago, right? But if you go look up a Nashville artist now, you always see some names circulating on their albums. You're like, wait, oh, they work together. They making sure everybody get in.
Connected. Yep.
They do stuff for each other. They record their own videos with each other. Everybody's multidisciplinary. They work lateral. You work lateral to raise horizontally. So that's what I'm attempting to do, and we gonna do. And I know this city got it. Again, it ain't a lack of talent.
No.
We need some refinement, and we need some business etiquette.
Facts.
As soon as we get that, I promise you, we going up. I promise you, it's people working. There are new promoters. We don't even know who the promoters are no more. They don't exist because we've gotten squeezed out of the market.
Yep.
I'm just letting y'all know, I ain't going nowhere. I promise you. We on rolling. Hey, one more sneaker soiree and we moving to the next thing. I got one more Emmy and we moving to the next thing. We got big plans.
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely excited about next year for something that's coming to the city on a venue aspect and on a music industry education aspect, and I think it is going to aid in that direction.
We're gonna be all about it, and I encourage everybody else: don't be in your feelings, just be about it. It's okay to, we need some criticism. It's okay. We sucked. It's okay.
Chills went in my body, yeah.
It's okay. Now let's get it right. Because if we don't get it right, we can kiss this shit goodbye. We will be flown. We will never see the lights of day. Hey, if y'all don't really know what I'm talking about, Usher got a break from Chicago or Minneapolis down to Denver, and it's a 4-day break, and he ain't stopping through here.
Hell no.
Ain't no way in hell he should not stop through here.
Which is hilarious because when Usher came out with, what album was that? Is it Usher versus Usher with Mars versus Venus? I don't know if you remember that track, but he did a show at CHI. Shit completely sold out. That might have been like 2010, 2011. So yeah, to not see him come through here is like,
we don't even need full production, bro. Just come up there with a mic and 2 dancers. You could have did the most scaled down version, but even that, like talking to him, say, "Hey, I know y'all need a little break, but come pick up this brown bag money." Now his brown bag money gonna be looking like $200,000. Gonna be a little different, but come pick up this brown bag. Come on through. Stop get this lunch money.
I don't know, but I am interested to know why his show in particular is one that did not make a stop here, because I do feel like with his fan base, it would have done pretty well. But however, I can't forget that he had just performed at the Super Bowl, so I'm sure the ticket price had went up. Whoever was booking him.
Yeah, but they knew that for months. So.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. We can't afford it here.
Plus, I don't know if we have a venue in the city. We don't have a venue at the capacity in which they're performing, and so this might also be a rigging issue with staging and what they want to do. Possibly is what I'm saying. Not at the scale of what they're trying to do, because we have an arena. It's not the largest, but it's still an arena.
Okay, what does CHI hold? 10,000.
I think around there. I'm trying to remember for Buzz Fight, 10 to 12.
So what does Dos Equis Amphitheater in Dallas hold?
I'm not sure. Is that the basketball arena?
Or that's the outdoor.
Outdoor. Anything outdoor is probably gonna be at way larger scale, typically.
That didn't feel like 10 when I went, but because I'm seeing where he's going, so that's why I'm like interested to know. Because the first thing that pops in my head is the ticket price. Yeah. So, and I get it, but again, he could have came here, did the most scaled down, put something on the screen, gives you a couple dancers, and we still would have went. But honestly, I know artists don't happen. Artists ain't about to do that. And I know there's an artistry part to it. They're like, no, I want to give that experience. I'm like, I get you, but. Right. Stop through, man. There's people that live here, dog. And that's a message area. We live here. Stop acting like we're not an important stat. Like, count your numbers. And that's a whole nother gripe I got on statistics and the lack thereof using statistics for these promoters and these agents. That is that's my last point, and I'm gonna get on their ass real quick. It's not. I don't want to say y'all don't get mad at the artists for skipping through here. Oh yeah, that's not the artists at all. Not at all. These agents are out of fucking hand. I promise you. They don't give a shit. They don't care. What the agents are doing now, and this is real talk. This is what I suspect. They're taking their highest priced festival price and saying that that's their damn price for their artists. Oh yeah. That's not your fucking price. A festival with big time sponsors is an outlier. Oh yeah. You can't come here and you can't compare a city like ours and a city like St. Louis and a city like even like Indianapolis, a city like Oklahoma City, hell, even a city like Memphis, and compare them to your LAs, your New Yorks, your Atlantas, your Houstons. You can't. And then on top of that, complain about not having enough reach in the audience. But what they will also do is say, oh, well, 3 months ago, we sent you guys X, Y, and Z, and it took more than 60 days for you guys to meet a 45% ticket sale. So because this artist is within the same genre, we just figured we wouldn't even offer that artist to you because you wouldn't do well with that one either. So it's a lot of speculating. And again, part of that is the culture here. We don't buy shit early. That's the part we got to fix. I'm going to try to tell my people. At the same time, we got to start, shout out to AI, because this shit might shift in the promoter's favor. Hey, we not going to give you that price, because if you come in here, according to what my stats say, you don't only get this many plays. You ain't getting no replay spins over here. You got no singing over here. You ain't got nothing over here. So we paying, it's going to be because of us pushing. So what's up? So either they going to have a choice to make. Either they going to skip it, or they going to come get, come try to grab a new market. And this is why, and we already mentioned his name before, this is why LaRussell is successful. LaRussell go wherever y'all call me, I pick up the, hey, what we doing over there?
He'll look at his numbers. All right, I'll go. Can y'all give me this number? Something like, cool. And then the next time he know, well, I came there. They didn't know who I was. Now they know who I am.
Right.
It's old school. Still work. Go get a market. Mm-hmm. All of our markets are wide open for somebody to come and grab and get some hardcore fans. Why?
Super wide open. And that right there goes to show you the differentiation of an artist who understands the business and an artist who doesn't. There's not a lot of people who can function with both sides of the brain. And that is a big talent. That is why you have very few artists who do.
Well, you got most of the artists who understand, they're independent.
Right.
So they get to make those decisions. Exactly. They don't leave it up to somebody else. Like, no, why wouldn't we go there? And that's a battle in itself. When you sign, you don't answer to self.
Right.
You don't get to make that call no more. Instead of you just saying, no, I'm coming, just so let's do it.
Yep.
Let me get in that algorithm. It's the same game we used to play in the 90s. Let me go. Ask all the homies that started popping from concerts. They be like, no, I was going to the cities. Da-da-da-da-da. Now I got the hardcore fans from these cities. They sing your praise and they spread the word.
Selling mixtapes out the trunk.
I say it all the time. J. Cole showed y'all what to do. J. Cole went on a whole $1 in the Dream Tour. Sold tickets for $1.
Hard.
And went to and skipped the major cities on purpose.
Yep.
And guess what he got now? A hardcore follower. It's over with. So, like, tell me, y'all. I'm showing you the examples of them doing it right, and if for some reason they keep working when you just do it like that. So,
but hey, what do we know?
Nothing. We just a little old punk ass podcast that niggas don't even follow in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just a little old. Oh, y'all see what y'all doing with y'all little podcast? That's where we at right now. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
You right.
All right. Yeah, we gonna see.
We can't even get them to do that. We can't even get them to hit a follow, see? That's how late adopters we are. They gonna wait. All right, don't worry. We pop it up in their algorithms. They mad now.
Oh yeah.
And they ain't got no reason to be mad. Say fuck with us or be stuck with us.
That's beautiful.
It's all good, man. But we gonna do what we can. I ain't here to complain. I'm here to tell y'all it's ample opportunity. Change the game.
Not for real. And again, like, let us remind you guys, if you forgot, you are an individual that was not born and raised here. You're not from here. It don't take a lot to see what's going on. You don't have to be here long. He could literally be here for a year and peep game. And what saddens me is coming back after 8 years and like,
we still on that shit?
What the fuck?
We still on that bullshit?
But what the fuck?
It's all good. Okay. And again, I think we're at the crossroads now. This is the crossroads for those who don't know.
It's time.
It is beyond time. I'm telling you, this is the crossroads. I don't know how to lay it out no more, but if we don't strike now, we don't change this now, it is gone. It is gone. I promise you. We're going to forever complain. You might as well move. I promise you. And
a lot of people moving now.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
We're gonna see, and it's crazy because we're gonna see a lot of investments go down the drain, not just in our community. I'm talking about as a whole in Omaha. These venues are gonna close. I promise you. This is not just a black or urban issue. I'm telling y'all, it's getting real crucial out here.
Not for real.
And for us to have put so much money, we got venues everywhere now. I'm talking venues that seat more, that get more than 2,000 people. We got about 4 or 5 now.
Listen, and I swear, literally every generation, from some of the studies I'm seeing, every generation here is begging for arts and entertainment. They're begging for like an arts and entertainment ecosystem of circulating information to have that energy here in the city. But listen, like you said, we don't get shit right now. This is going to become Silicon Prairie 100%.
And there's so much money flowing.
A whole lot of it.
There's going to be a lot of trickle down, but we got to get in line. We got to get under the drops. It's going to be a lot of trickle down because this affects so much of the economy too. arts and entertainment is an economy of its own, and we could have something bursting out the seams if we wanted to.
Oh yeah.
But we gotta get it right now. So people here, cities alike, I'm telling y'all, if y'all experiencing the same shit we experiencing, tell you and your people, we gotta go to shows.
Yeah.
You gotta go to shows of when people, especially people you know, bring talent in, you have to go. Yeah, you gotta pay $20. Yeah, you gotta pay $40. Pay your money and go. Because if you want the $600 people, you better get the $20 people so that the industry can change their narrative around your city. We gotta actually show artists we care. See, we gotta stick around the show and not leave immediately after the show's over, like they just did us a service and like, all right, that was it. Like we treat the artist like a $2 hoe. All right, you can leave now. That's what being Omaha means. You know, that's the industry term. They literally say getting Omaha because they said in Omaha, people come and they go. As soon as we don't parlay, we barely stick around and see what artists come out like, oh shit, everybody gone. I've seen it with my own eyes. Like, damn.
I mean, even the in between of that, like before the show, days before the show, if they're here, what's popping? Shit, nothing. Well, what's happening after the show?
Nothing.
Shit, nothing. Like what? Like I done been around artists here to where it's like we either end up at dinner with like a handful of people or have our own little parlay at some random ass location, and it's just like, dude, the whole city would be out for this if they knew you were still here, but
nothing.
Nope.
That's a lack of venues and
but they would rather say, yeah, come on out tonight. Such and such might be in the building. Keyword might. You didn't even try. You just played on possible opportunity and did nothing.
Because they didn't want to do business. Because you know, for a walkthrough, it costs.
Exactly.
Pay the walkthrough price if you want them to come and you want it, and they might do it for the low.
And we'll play games with your mind like, oh, you didn't see him? He popped in real quick. Come on now, bro.
Walk by, it's like, y'all tried to get me to go in here. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Man, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Gotta love it.
Y'all be on the lookout, man. We got shows coming, man. Juneteenth, Joy Fest. But even before that, we got Moolah Fest. Shout out to homie Elliot. He's the one organizing that. So be ready for Moolah Fest in May. We got Juneteenth, Joy Fest. We got the sneaker soiree in the fall, man. Be on the lookout. We bringing them out. I got to find me some sneakers. I don't know what I'm wearing yet, but it's all good. But yeah, man, we ready. I hope y'all ready. Man. And man, see, I got one more thing for us.
Okay.
I'm gonna try not to take it forever because young guy said y'all tripping today. I know y'all ain't been here. Y'all tripping. My guy, man. I had 3 people on the list of people I wanted to meet. Nipsey Hussle was one. Rest in peace, Nip. I don't know what Charleston White on. He be tripping.
Now that would be a hell of a guess.
No, I'm not ever. No.
Yeah.
You gonna do that by yourself. I ain't doing it. Nipsey Hussle. Saul Williams.
Right.
Got the chance to meet him. And the third person on my list, and I ain't met him yet, is Vince Staples.
The Vince Staples Show.
Man, we got to give Vince his flowers, man.
Yes.
I knew what it was going to be. I was thoroughly happy. I saw what he did with zero budget and had Ray J doing his thing.
That shit was fly.
See, man, I want to break down the show. Like, I'm talking about not the stuff in your face, but the subliminals. And I don't want to be here that long, but I'm like, shit, I want to get to it so bad, man. Shout out Vince and the whole team and the writing team and the people, everybody, man. If you watch any of his interviews about it, he is extremely grateful to have that team put together because he knows everybody by name. He's saying who did what, how instrumental they were, the people that he just was able to talk to. You know, shouting out Quentin Brunson, shouting out Donald Glover, you know, even just being on the call with him and, you know, just really giving pointers. Literally his team telling him that he ain't ready yet. and he having to go literally every day to improv classes and acting classes to get ready to do his own show because the people were professional and told him like, bro, he ain't ready yet.
Yeah.
Like, he need to, and he took it upon himself instead of bitching about it to go get ready. Like, it's stuff like that. Like, they see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, him being a first time producer and his first actual show is on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? And he's in his own show is after him. Like, it's just big shit. You know what I'm saying? That's big shit popping. Like, it don't happen like that, but that's somebody who made it happen, who, you know, is not, don't give a shit about the glitz and the glamour. It's one, he treated it like a real job, but he likes to be great at his job. And he gets to have his artistic flair, man.
No, I loved it though, because it was so much realism in the show. And just being that I lived out there for so long, like LA is my second home. And it's funny how much you become desensitized to when you leave a certain area, because it reminded me of like having the music studio, right? And then the homie pull up to record and they like, hell yeah, we just stopped at the gas station, got all this shit. You won't believe what happened. What? Niggas randomly shot up our car, but we good though. You still came to the session? All right, bet. Go in there, put the headphones on, talking to Mike. Like nothing never happened.
It was crazy because that's his whole point was you don't even realize that you living in chaos until you step away. In the interview, he said he was in, I want to say New Zealand, he said, and they asked him to go to the beach. And he said, dog, I never been to the beach. And he said his manager looked at him and was like, bro, you live on a beach. Yo, city's called Long Beach.
Right.
He's like, bro, we never went to the beach. But that just shows you the disconnect. He said he didn't even think about it until then. That's when he started thinking about how chaotic life can be and how numb you become to it, and everything is normal, and how you realize your norm isn't normal.
No facts.
Like opening scene, lady just pull up to the donut shop to go to work. Nigga shooting, da-da-da. And she ain't phased. She just showing the backdrop, nice houses, palm trees everywhere, and da-da-da-da, screaming. And she just la-da-da, going to the donut shop. Like that. That's how you open it to is extreme what's normal to her. It seems like chaos. It's like she at peace where it ain't peaceful.
Right.
And too many of us live in that in our own ways. We got straight chaos around, and we think we're at peace. We're just at contentment and that numbness.
No facts.
So it just was crazy. I'll be wanting to go episode by episode. Episode 1 is just crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
Shout out to him, man. I'm surprised I am surprised he blanked out his street name because he said it many times.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know what his Lil Fade. Yeah, like it ain't a. I guess you know if you know. So Vince is very good at never saying what's in his music. When you talk to him about music, he does not recite lyrics. He never. And smart because niggas in court with that.
Right, right.
But it just, you know what I'm saying? Like what's your that part? What's your name? Name Vince. No, your other name. And that also reminded me of D Smoke when he was on what was the Netflix show? I blank on it.
I know what you're talking about.
Rhythm and Flow.
There we go.
Rhythm and Flow. And Snoop Snoop was like, hey, where you from? He was like, I'm from Inglewood. And Snoop looking and said, no, where you from?
Right.
And the crowd had no clue what was happening.
Yeah.
And D Smoke later said, no, that was a real moment. And he said, the only reason I answered Inglewood again is because he asked me the exact same question. Because if he said, no, where you really from, it would have changed the complete context. And he didn't know Snoop might have been on something else.
Right,
like, all right.
Right.
No, I'm from such. He said I would have had to turn, but like that, like when somebody asks you, now you know what's up. You said we gonna run it. Hey, we gonna run it after we get through.
Yeah,
for sure. Knowing you scared to death, like look at that. Like, but you can't show nothing like that. In that whole episode was just about that whole episode crazy. Calling your mama and she ain't coming to bail you out. Somebody, I just bailed you out last week. Yo, bravo, that was your decision. What? We don't even ain't no favors out here, dog. People,
I loved it.
People just listening to your chaos. Yeah, I'm in jail and you having a regular conversation with him right after that, but I ain't gonna come get you.
But then another cool ass part was his sister, who was the real estate agent.
Yeah.
Like so many people make bread off of being a real estate agent out there. And a lot of them are from LA and came from like some of the roughest parts. So they be getting their bread, and pouring it back in.
Whoop his ass. It was cool, man. And even saying the wrong names get you fucked.
Yep.
You learn that sometimes. You think you good and they playing like, nah.
Yep.
And then even dude that ran up on him, he's like, the way he ran up on him, like, you don't know if it's a problem or not. Like, that's the scary stuff. I don't know. Hey, you Vince? You don't know what's finna happen.
Right.
Like, you can't react too early, but you also got to be on your P's and Q's.
Yep.
Saying, oh yeah, he said, no, my brother Terrence. They say Lil T or Trouble T. Lil T. Yeah. Fuck Lil T.
Yeah,
he said, hey, bro, just whipped out on me. Hey, bro, really like that. Cuddly, really like that. But even that, like, even his reaction he ain't running. It's just like the whole scene is about just being numb to chaos. Just numb. So yeah, man.
For real.
The bank scene, the bank episode. That was so wild. I'm not mad at the banker at first because I get it. Like even him, he's condescending as shit. The front desk ladies, he should have slapped them. I'm like, even that, the not having the wherewithal, like, bitch, you not rich, you work for the rich man.
Exactly.
And you got the audacity to laugh. Like people forget that. Like you judging me, you work, nigga. I make more than you, ho. But going in there, doing his presentation, and it's like the tone is off, but the message was right. Like, bro, you're an artist. You ain't gonna be able to bring me back my money. But he would have, because he showed him all his contracts.
Right.
He made 1.5 times more than what he was asking for or would make.
Yep.
That was in contract, in writing. So, and again, it's more of a undertone of, yeah, you a rapper. A lot of y'all don't make it anyways to fulfill your contracts.
Literally.
So they didn't want to say that, but that's what's going on. And then the Rick Ross scene, even that just.
Which was hard because, again, LA, you got street investors. It always comes back. Because what did I say many episodes ago? This music industry is ran by
them and them.
Bloods and the Jews.
Yep.
That's it.
He was ready to shell out. He's like, nah, I'm cool. Like, you sure? And like, yeah. And it's crazy because there's that aspect of it, and there's the aspect of I don't want to take from my brother so he don't think I owe him nothing either. It's just like I got to do this my own way. And then for them to say, you got to diversify, nigga, that's what I'm here trying to do. Like, you just got to take it because he the big homie. He like, yeah, we got chickens.
Literally.
But, and one of the funniest scenes to me, and shout out to it being funny because Vince said, too, there was not one joke said in the movie, in the show. There's no jokes in the show. It's just life. Yep. But when he said, hey, nigga with the flowers, the only nigga in here. When he turned around and seen him, he was like, I know that ain't the cuz. And like happy that, like you in the middle of a bank, we'll be in the middle of some serious shit, some business. And we see our homies, and it's up.
And that's
we
that's
good. But having the smarts to not say nobody's name.
Right.
Now, he knew not to say his name and that's why I'd be like, you seen to know the assailants, allegedly.
Yeah, that shit was good. Shout out to Vince.
But you got something? Because I was like, I want to skip the episode 4. I don't want to talk about the mac and cheese. You can talk about the mac and cheese.
No, I was off it.
Yeah. Like,
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm sorry.
It was great though. No, I thought it was fine.
I do got to answer Joe Budden's question.
Okay.
Joe Budden asked, "What was chicken?" In the episode.
At the amusement park.
What is the meaning behind chicken? I got an answer.
Go ahead, because I ain't gonna hold you. The separation between the chicken behind the weird ass shit and then the initial chicken, I didn't get it.
chicken is a representation that is dangled in front of us that we all want, and we know it's bad for us in the end. I think chicken is a representation of the mix between money and fame. And this is why the black man at the counter gatekeep his chicken.
Fact.
And said, no, I'm going to give the chicken to who I want to give it to.
Right.
They could get out my face.
So what's the significance behind... Sorry,
go ahead.
If you wasn't done, I'll let you finish.
No, go.
But what's the significance behind going that other route and getting the chicken from the Junior Coop or whatever the fuck that place was called?
You still have to go on your mission for the success that you're supposed to bring back to the people you're supposed to bring it back to. So he had to go get the chicken. It wasn't for him. It was for his girl and the brothers, right? So you got to go on this long detour. And in the process of going on this detour, when you get there, they don't really tell you what it's going to really entail. That man didn't talk. They just point at a sign and say, this is what you expect. This is how much it's going to cost. And he don't say nothing. You just you don't even know that you're going to incur these costs. You don't know what it comes with. You don't know that they're going to tell you to wait your turn. We'll call you when we're ready for you to get this.
Facts. And it was a lot of sinister shit followed behind that.
It was. So while you wait on your turn, you got to go through some shit. And if you can make it back,
because you want the chicken.
Because you want the chicken. So if you want it, come back. And when you get it, this costs this, but here's the sauce. And they're going to give you a little bit of the sauce, the stuff to make it good. The stuff that make it worth your whole time of being there, right?
Right.
So and then on your way back to your people, we going to whoop your ass.
Right.
From the enemy, because you saw what was coming. You saw what was coming as soon as you got in the game.
Facts.
As soon as you got in the park, you knew what was up.
Facts.
You saw it, but you couldn't put your finger on it.
Facts.
You get it? And you didn't experience it until you got rich. This is what happens to our people when they get famous, and then there's something to try to cut them down. I'm telling you.
Still to your family, it's not enough. Because why did it take you so fucking long?
It took you too long to come get it. And and then in that, you miss the moments that really matter with the people that you love and the people that they love, that they care about. I'm telling you, if I'm off, if I'm lying, I'm flying. And I don't smoke. So I'm on the ground. But I'm telling you, I was like, Joe, I got your answer, dog.
No, I feel that.
And now just go think about it. You were like, damn.
No, I'm thinking about it now. That makes a lot of sense.
Because there's always a fortune teller who's going to tell you what you should be doing. And then usually when they tell you what path you should be on and who you should be with and what you should be doing, some fuck shit happened.
Then there's let me show you how magical this is. Okay, you're not buying it. Wait. Let me give you something that's going to wow you, but it's going to be so etched in your head, it's going to fuck you up. Okay, cool. I've got you hypnotized and controlled a little bit. So, okay, on you go.
And you either choose to get out or don't get out quick enough. But I'm telling you, it's always behind a secret door. What is it? You never really know, and you don't know the cost. So that's what I'm getting as the chicken.
Yeah.
Again, it's what we think we want, what tastes good to us, but at the end of the day, it's killing us.
Facts.
The chase for it, the chase for all that money and fame. We pay for it. So that's what I get out of it. Let me know what y'all thought about it. I ain't gonna touch episode 5. That shit disheartening. Such a disheartening episode, but that's the cycle. And not being able to let shit go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Oh, it's such a crazy cycle story. I'm cool on that one. But yeah, man, shout out to Vince, man. I could spend all day on him, Dot. You know what I'm saying? People like that just breaking shit down, thinking about what they thinking about, and going there. But I appreciate everything that he's doing in his space and the type of deals he makes. I be paying attention to his business. He'll tell you his business. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. Shout out to him for driving this little Acura because they gave it to him to get a commercial. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, he said it very plain. I'm here. Look, my mama straight. All I wanted to do was get a regular job, bro. I didn't never want to do none of this. If I had a regular job with an apartment, my mama straight, I'm cool.
Right.
But yeah, man. We need people like that. We need people like that, man. Man.
For sure.
Can't wait for what comes. We got albums coming out. A lot of shit happening, man.
Yes, sir.
Ready to dive back into this music, man. Ready to get a lot of shit popping in the city, man. We appreciate y'all, man. See, ready to go. Her bladder probably running like a motherfucker. Baby pressing, boy. Baby ain't playing no games.
I don't know what hit me in the last 20 minutes.
It's all good, baby.
My eyes are like,
she done. Sucked all your energy. It's done. She like, no, I'm done. I'm ready. My bad.
Wow, it's all good.
Yeah. We getting out of here, man. It's the three of us, man. The four of us. There's 3.5 of us in here. So we appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all follow Streets A&R. That's Streets A&R. We on all platforms except Apple, man. Follow us, like us, subscribe, share, comment, like, listen, watch. Do it all, man. We here. We ready to expand. We ready. We speaking for y'all, man. We letting y'all know what's coming down the pipe.
Nah, facts.
So stay with us. Cause we staying with y'all. We got you.
Yes.
Don't take nothing we say as hate. We just trying to educate.
That's it.
So we can have a better fate.
I like that. Smooth.
I'm probably not gonna remember that. We got it recorded though, so we gonna coin that. So yeah, man, we appreciate y'all. We gonna get up out of here, man. It's your host, Get Ejike with it.
And it's your girl, CLB.
And we out of here.
Peace.
The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.